Thank you po, Mr. Chair. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, Minority Floor Leader.
Salamat po. I just would like to start with a query. Kung nai-submit na po ng Philhealth ang mga tinanong ko sa kanila tungkol sa accreditation fees, kung ito po yung nai-submit na sa committee, ang tungkol dito kung magkano ang nakolekta, kung saan ginamit ang mga fees na ito. I just would like to ask the Philhealth officers on that, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sorry. Is Mr. De Jesus already, has he left already the building? Or is he still here? May we know, Dr. Vargas, you were the one asked by the Minority Floor Leader the last time. Yung pong accreditation fees and the distribution of such, nasabit po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
It's already here with us.
Yes, Mr. Chair. It's with the Secretariat.
Mr. Chair, if I may, kasi kanina hinahanap ko yung accreditation fee at ang binigay ng COMSEC sa atin, asan ba yun? Ay yung wala siyang total. And at the same time, wala kayong nilagay kung paano napapunta sa mga benefits and bonuses. So, incomplete po yung dokumento na sinabit nyo. And I was looking for it a while ago and I even asked Chairman Mike Aguinaldo about it. So, can you clarify kung alam ninyo, kung nakita nyo naman po, magkano po yung iniligay sa mga board members ng Philhealth? Yun po yung tinatanong ni Congressman Abante, kung magkano ang napapunta sa bawat isang member ng board doon sa accreditation fee.
Congressman Abante, meron po dito mga sinabit na dokumento pero hindi nga daw po kumpleto. But you may want to continue with your interpolation.
Yes, kung hindi kompleto yan, it's very clear, Mr. Chair, na nabanggit ko na dapat isubmit lahat sapagkat sila po yung nakakolekta ng accreditation fees mula 1995 hanggang 2020 until June. Ang nais nating malaman, sino po ang nagbayad ng mga fees na yan? Pangalawa, magkano po ang total na ibayad yan? Pangatlo, kanino po napunta yan? Sapagkat inamin po nila ng 2019 na pinagbawalan na po sila ng COA sa aking pag-intindi na gamitin po ang accreditation fees na yan sa kanilang bonuses. Dahil lang sa kulang po ang sinabmit nila, gusto kong tanungin si Mr. Vargas, Dr. Vargas, na bakit hindi kumpleto ang pagkakasubmit ninyo ng mga documents na hinihingi namin sa inyo?
Yes, please.
I'm just checking po with our Secretariat, yung pong mga na-submit na dokumento pagdating po dito sa tinatawag na MACC.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, if ever na magsasubmit po sana sila ng mga dokumento, pwede ba soft copy na lang para madali na yung transmission ng dokumento natin? Kasi kung hard copy pa yung aantayin natin, talagang it will take time.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, our Secretariat has submitted documents and meron pa daw pong ibang isasabit ngayon with regard to this MCCA.
Yan po ba, Mr. Chair, kumpleto na? Dr. Vargas?
Pinapacheck po namin ngayon sa Secretariat po.
Mr. Chair, Dr. Vargas, ayoko po isipin that you are deliberately delaying the submission of documents. I would like to remind our resource speakers that not only did you take an oath to speak the truth, but you can also be held in contempt for delaying the proceedings of these committee hearings. Do you understand that, Mr. Chair, Dr. Vargas?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I acknowledge po. And the documents are coming from the different offices. According to, Mr. Chair, may I request our Senior Vice President for Fund Management who have the documents for the releases of these allowances for them to respond?
Yes, go ahead, Tony Chaco.
Mr. Chair,
yes, go ahead.
Your Honor, good afternoon po. Relative to the MMCA po, ang ating naibigay po sa ngayon ay ang total ng accreditation fee na nakolekta sa period po na naibigay po, and then the usage of the fund po ang pinaka-summary niya, and then at the same time po ang listahan kung sino-sino po ang naka-receive, pero po yung
Mr. Chair.
listahan na naibigay
Mr.
po
Chair.
natin ay ang galing sa central office.
Mr.
pa lang
Renato
po.
Limsiaco, I will be giving the copy of the accreditation fees collection from 2005 to 2019 to Chairman Defensor. And at the same time, kung saan napupunta po itong mga collection na to. Ang tanong ko lamang dito, Mr. Limsiaco, ano itong medical mission and critical allowance na sinasabi niyo dito?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, yun po yung MMCA, is accreditation fee po yung source ng ating pagbibigay ng allowance po. Ang nandiyan po sa ngayon ay ang listahan ng mga recipient po released at the central office, given po na ang mga iba ang portion po dyan ay galing po sa ating mga regional offices. We are requesting our regional offices po to provide us with the data so that we can consolidate and submit po dito sa ating po, sa committee po.
Mr. Chair.
Ito na hinahanap ni Congressman Abante. Congressman Abante, narito po yung listahan. At ibibigay ko na rin po kay Chairman dahil pag tinignan ko po ito, Mr. Chair, merong mga individual dito na nakatanggap ng 823,000, merong 176,000, 344,000, 729,000, 466,000, 467,000. Andyan po yung mga corresponding na tao na tumanggap doon po sa accreditation fee. At siguro, Mr. Chairman, dahil ngayon lang po nila dinala to, ay hindi po natin malaman kung ito pong pambinigay para sa isang taon o isang buwan. Pero sobra naman lalaki nito, Mr. Chairman. Kung sakasakali na binigay sa mga individual na tao yung accreditation fee, Mr. Chairman, napakalaki to. At ito po ay dinisallow na ng COA. Isn't it?
Okay.
Mr. Chair.
Minority Floor Leader Abante, I think, what you requested is here with us. Kung saan lang po nakuha itong collection, Mr. Limsiaco, hindi po masyadong malinaw, no? As to which accredited healthcare institution.
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, yun po, wala pa ho tayong data.
Okay
kung
lang.
Kanino po natin nakuha
No, it's
yung
okay.
accreditation
Ang
fee po.
nakalagay mo dito is the total collection and now it was distributed.
Yes po.
Yes. So, Minority Floor Leader Abante, nandito po yung listahan.
Mr. Chair, ano pong year nagsimula yan, Mr. Chair? Sapagkat sabi ni Deputy Speaker Dan, 2011 nagsimula. Kailan po nagsimula? Sapagkat nagsimula sila ng pag-charge
Nagsimula
1995.
2008 hanggang 2015.
O nasaan po yung 1995 up to 2007?
Do you have that, Mr. Limsiaco? 1995 to 2007.
1995. Sorry, Mr. Chair, ang data na nakuha po natin, 2005 po yun. And hanggang sa 2019 po na accreditation fee na collection ng corporation. And yun po ang utilization po niya through the medical mission critical allowance ay 2008 po hanggang 2015 po.
Okay, Mr. Limsiaco, you're directed to submit to us the list from 1995 to 2007. Hanapin po ninyo so that this could be given to Minority Leader Benny Abante. Andito po, Congressman Abante, listahan sa akin and I will have it given to you immediately para po kayo na rin po yung maglabas ng mga particular na tao na gusto niyo pong ipakita yung mismong pondo na indicated po dito?
Mr. Chair, kung nakita po natin, sinabi po ni Deputy Speaker Dan, yung mga naibigay sa mga individual na umaabot ng 800,000, no? Gusto kong tanungin po itong si Mr. Ano po siya, Limcuaco o whatever. Ay, gusto ko lang pong tanungin kung ano po yung batayan ng batas na inyong ipinamigay yan sa mga individual na mga opisyal ng Philhealth o ng guidelines po ninyo. Saan nyo kinuha yung batayan na pwede nyong yan ay ibigay sa mga opisyal ng Philhealth?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, may I refer, with the indulgence po, may I refer the matter to our SVP for Management Services Sector, si SVP Dinas Mas po.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and Congressman Abante. I had with me itong chronology ng pagbigay ng medical and mission critical allowance. Though hindi talaga ako involved dito before, pero ito yung binigay nilang mga legal basis. There was a board resolution passed numbered 933 in 2006 for the resolution establishing the managed accredited healthcare providers development trust fund and defining its purpose. Ang report na pala ito na submit na to ng Philhealth sa committee. So nandito yung mga basis niya, no, mga board resolutions.
O ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, na ang basis ng pagbigay ng allowance ng accreditation fees sa mga opisyal is based on the board resolutions that was approved by the board members of Philhealth. Yun ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor. Tapos
Okay.
dun sa report
I do not question the legality of that, but I would question the legality of that because pinagbawalan kayo ng COA. Ibig sabihin, hindi above board ang resolution na yan sapagkat pinagbawalan kayo ng COA ng 2019.
na stop na ho yan ng 20...
That's what I'm saying. They stop. Ang tanong, bakit mo in-stop?
Diniscontinue na yung pagbigay.
Kaya nga po, bakit? Why was it discontinued?
Sino ba makasagot? Sino? Disallowance. Your Honor, because of disallowance issued by the Commission on Audit.
Therefore, that would constitute technical malversation. Di po ako abogado, pero nakikita ko po na kung meron kayong disallowance na yan at nakita po namin na to the tune of 800,000 na ibibigay sa individual, ay nangangahulugan from 1995 to 2019. Hindi lang po yan 100 milyon. Might be about 200 million or more. Oo. Eh, kung yan po'y tinigil ng COA at binigyan po kayo ng disallowances, that would constitute in a form of malversation and therefore part of corruption. Hindi po ba, Sir Chair?
Your Honor, hindi kasi ako medyo familiar dito sa transaction na ito eh. Report lang naman yung binigay sa akin. Baka...
Sino po ang pamilya sa transaction na yan?
Mr. Misako, you were the one who submitted this document. Kindly reply to the minority leader.
Come again, sir. Ano po yung tanong, sir? Relative to the COA po, sir, I think our legal sector can help us give us an update on this. But nevertheless, sir, mayroon ho tayong 36 million na disallow po ng Commission on Audit, sir.
That's what I'm saying. Ang tanong ko po dyan, ganito, kung yan po dinisallow ng COA, therefore, yung paggamit niyo po sa mga fees na yan is not proper. Tama o hindi?
Mr. Chair, yun po yung pananaw ng Commission on Audit, Mr. Chair, and ito po ay...
Ibig sabihin, hindi niyo pananaw yan. I mean, mali ang pananaw ng Commission on Audit.
yun po yung pananaw po nila, and kaya po ina-appeal po ng opisina ito sa ating commission proper para po mabigyan nila po ng pahintulot ang pagbigay po nito.
My question is, I look at it in a very improper form. Why would there be a board resolution on your own? Kayo mismo ang nagde-designate ng kung saan pupunta ang mga fees na yan. Kayo sumisingil, kayo ang binabayaran, at kayo rin po ang nagde-designate kung saan dapat pumunta ang mga fees na yan. Tama po ba ako, Mr. Chair? Yes or no lang ho yan. Yes or no? Ang sabi po sa akin, that is based on board resolution. Therefore, kayo po ang nag-charge, kayo naningil, kayo ang binayaran, at kayo rin nag-approve kung saan pupunta ang mga accreditation fees na yan. Tama po ba ako?
Philhealth, pakisagot po.
Your Honors, Mr. Chair, may I suggest that someone to answer, si Attorney Roger Pucalian, kasi siya yung nag-file nito ng mga in-charge sa PhilHealth, yung internal legal department namin, at alam ko may disallowance na ito sa commission proper, and then parang sabi niya kanina sa akin, parang may desisyon na yung Supreme Court on this.
Attorney, pakisagot po.
Good afternoon. As to the grant of MMCA, that was through PhilHealth Board resolution, no? And the disallowance by COA of MMCA became only final and executory and in September of 2015. So because of that ruling of the court, the PhilHealth stopped the grant.
Mr. Chair, what is the basis of the ruling? So what I'm saying is, it is improper for you to be able to use all the accreditation fees on yourselves. Am I right?
Yes, the decision, sir, of the PhilHealth in granting these disallowed bonuses and allowances was based on Section 16N of Republic Act 7875, no, allowing the corporation to fix its compensation or the compensation of the personnel. So that is, yan po yung naging basihan ng board natin, ng PhilHealth to grant. Kaya nga po siya nabigay because also of the board resolution. Ano. However, the Supreme Court later, the COA, on the other hand, has the legal interpretation that the fiscal autonomy of PhilHealth is not absolute, and therefore it is limited, subject to approval by the President of the Philippines.
Tama.
So that legal issue became the continuing issue for COA and PhilHealth, no, until the Supreme Court finally ruled that the Section 16N of RE 7875 is not absolute, the authority to fix compensation, and therefore should always be subject to presidential approval on the grant of benefits. But because of the decision, the PhilHealth stopped the grant of these board-sanctioned allowances, specifically in the case of PhilHealth versus COA, which was only decided last November 29, 2016, wherein there is a categorical ruling that only the grant of benefit by PhilHealth should have prior presidential approval.
So, Mr. Chair, Attorney, I'm sure that you also believe that in the granting of the allowances and bonuses by the board, you know, on the basis of the resolution, there is a limit to it. Am I right?
Sorry, sir.
There is a limit to the granting of bonuses and allowances, even though it is based on the board resolution.
Sir, there is a continuing grant because of the PhilHealth board, no?
So
And
why don't you explain to me why one person is granted 800,000 allowances for the year?
sir, I don't think
You have submitted.
that figure is correct, no? 800,000.
No, it is correct. I saw the list. There are about, no, total to, from 2005 to 2018. So it is correct. I
Sir,
just
for-
don't want to name the names because that privilege should be with the Minority Leader Abante who raised this issue. Pero siguro mga 5 tao nakita ko doon. For the record, si Mr. Liam Siaco yung nagbigay ng papel, 6,700 pesos ka lang total. Kaya, yeah, binanggit ko na yung sa'yo. Go ahead, Congressman Abante.
Yeah, so that what I'm saying is there is always a limitation to whatever board resolution you approve to become the basis of the bonuses and the allowances. May limitation yan. Kaya nga sabi ng COA sa inyo, there ought to be a presidential approval. And you did not seek for any presidential approval. Therefore, the giving of allowances and bonuses using the accreditation fees would be improper. Yes or no, Chairman, Mr. Chair, Attorney?
Mr. Chair, Congressman Abante, at that time, the PhilHealth relied in good faith the legal opinion of the OGCC that the PhilHealth Board has the absolute right to fix the compensation of its personnel and officers. So that is also one of the reasons why the PhilHealth Board allowed the grant of these board-approved benefits to employees.
Well, we will look into that later. No? So the chairman already has directed you to submit to us the documents from 1995 to
Yes, sir.
the time. Will you submit that to us in the next hearing, Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir, we can po.
Yes,
Yes, sir po. We can submit, sir.
you cannot submit that to us. Submit that to us. I would request the committee to charge in contempt these people who keep on delaying what we're trying to achieve. I'd like to remind our resource speakers that this is not an investigation per se to find fault, nor this is an accusation to any of you, nor this is a judgment being passed to you. We are having this investigation so that we could be able to study the law and be able to review it, modify it, amend it, make it more, palatable to our people.